Hi, and you're welcome to my podcast. My name is Ayuibwa Osei, and this is Ayuibwa Speaks Literally. If you're listening for the first time, hi, you're welcome. I've been waiting for you all my life. I'm very glad that you're here. So, this podcast is basically about the random things and the random thoughts that shape my personality. And so, today's randomness is TikTok. I actually like the app so much and I appreciate it very much because I go there sometimes. It's like it's a never ending tunnel when you go to TikTok, and there's just so many things there that make you laugh. But the reason for this episode is that my best friend Gyamaa Owusu, who's a special guest today, she well I like to say she's addicted to TikTok. And so we've gathered here today to talk about TikTok and our favorite creators, some strange stories we've heard before, and we feel like it also affects the music industry. So we talk about that as well. Hey, this conversation was really fun because it's just a conversation among best friends, and we share a couple of our personal stories as well. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned and enjoy the episode. I will see you guys at the end.
Well, damn. Hello, how are you feeling? So glad you tuned in. Let's get to talking. Nah. Ayuibwa speaks literally. Yeah, she's speaking literally. About things like literary. Whether happy, scary, or teary, she'll have you feeling very merry. She's about to kill. Nah.
And I am joined by my bestie of all besties, because I have many besties. You people don't know, but I have many besties. And this is my bestie of all besties, Gyamaa, or you can call her Kelly D Rocks Keke Ayu, Keke Dede Ayu, or what else is your name, Gyamaa?
My name is
HRH
Azula.
WTW.
My name is Azula.
Oh, damn, Azula. Do you know people actually call you Azula? They'll be like, "Where's
Because
your
it
friend
is my
Azula?"
name.
Why?
Because it's from Avatar, and I really relate with Azula from Avatar. So
What about Azula do you relate to?
she could fire bend. She gets angry easily. Like she could literally burn everything. And the most annoying part of everything is that they made her seem crazy. Men.
Oh, so like, yeah, that's you. You're actually crazy. And because you are short, your fuse is short. It's be
I know where you
hey,
live.
Min Tobio, a year crowd. Come and do me,
It was one time.
please.
Look at how they go back and pack. Do this. You saw me entering. You literally saw me entering. You didn't say anything. After
So,
I'm done
guys,
packing, you're
the
saying I
story
should go back.
about that is, it seems like I'm even going off topic. We are going off topic now. But I just want to say, we went to buy something new, and she went to park. She parked with her front, and then the guy said, "Please, no, you didn't even park with your front. You parked with your back first."
Yes. So as I entered with my front and had to do a whole thing and pack with my back. They were looking at me doing it. They were actually watching me. Then when I finished, they said, "Oh, I have to move and park somewhere else because they are come to mount something." I'm like, "Okay, sure." Like, well, I was upset because you saw me packing and you didn't say anything. So when I was doing this, it wasn't working. I was like, "Hey, Tre, it's okay. I don't even want again."
And
And
I
you had
actually
already
wanted
worn
to
your
buy
shoes.
something. I had bought my shoes. So okay, so then that's Azula. She easily gets angry on Tobio. Anyway, so today's podcast, we're going to talk about TikTok. And like I said, this podcast is about random things that shape my personality. And TikTok actually shapes my personality. Not because I know a lot about it, but because I make TikToks that are funny and I like it a lot. And people that follow me like the TikToks that I make. But the reason for this episode is because of this Azula Gyamaa HRH girl. Do you know why?
I'm not an addict.
Because
I am not an
I've
addict.
not said
I am not
anything.
an addict.
I've not said anything. But anyway, but because she's an addict,
I'm not an
she
addict.
is addicted to TikTok.
No,
Do you
I'm not.
remember? Do you remember that interviewer that just went straight to the point to ask the person he was interviewing? So Gyamaa, I'm asking you, why are you addicted to TikTok?
I'm not addicted to TikTok.
You there before we even start that, tell the listeners, people who haven't listened to the first season, who haven't heard about you, tell them about yourself, something interesting about yourself.
My name is
Foolish girl. And that's the name I've saved on my phone for you.
You know why? You know why? Because I played a prank and you couldn't take it.
Oh, I have to tell this story too. So you dare finish telling us about yourself, then I'll tell the story.
My name is Gyamaa Owusu Boakye. I'm in my late 20s right now.
Hey,
Sad. And
I said late 20s.
technically, I said TikTok. Never mind.
Oh,
Anyways,
did you?
there's nothing exciting in my life right now, with the exception of the fact that all things being equal, I'll be a lawyer by the end of the year. Say amen.
Hey, gigi.
Say amen.
Amen. My
Amen.
daughter have on the same prayer.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay. And I'll go back to my story. Why I've named her I've named her Foolish Girl on my phone. The year was 2019. And it was the first year we were going to write if you don't know, also we are law students. Well, obviously, because we said we want to be lawyers by the end of this year. So we are law students. In 2019, we were going to write our entrance exam. This is the first time we were going to write entrance exam. And it had come to the point where everybody had gotten their index numbers. And I hadn't gotten mine. I'm like, hey, what's happening? They said, oh, they are doing it in batches. And my last name is Osei. So I'm O. So I'm like, okay, maybe it will take a while. They sent the index numbers by text message. And the text message would come from GS Law, right? So I'm like, every text I get, I immediately go and check. Is it from them? Is it from them? And she knew that I was anxious about it. She knew I was anxious. Then I go to the washroom and I go and bath. And I come back and I get a message from GS Law. I said, hey, Gyamaa, they've texted me. They've texted me. So, I'm happy. I opened the message. She said, haha, you thought. Like, what is this? She had changed her name on my phone when I went to the washroom to GS Law so that she would text me for me to think that they had texted me. Why? Such a serious business. So, yeah, that's why she's called Foolish Girl. But
Then why?
we don't.
What?
Foolish Girl. We don't want to digress further because we have digressed it too much. Again, I ask you, why are you addicted to TikTok?
I'm not addicted to TikTok. Who said I'm addicted to TikTok?
Then, but you are addicted to TikTok.
I said I'm not addicted to TikTok.
So then, what are you?
Nothing. I just like TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is to me as Twitter is to you.
Actually, no. Because if it was so, I would not. You would not wake up with 70 tweets in your DMs. I will not share 70 tweets with you in one night. No. But you can do that. So here's the thing, right? The reason why I said, Gyamaa, come and let's talk about this is because she can share TikToks with me. I would wake up and there are like 120 TikToks all in one night.
You're exaggerating.
Don't you sleep? Please. Last time, how many TikToks did you send me? Was it not 70?
Only
That's
70. And that's not even, I didn't even send everything I saw. Plus, in my defense, right, it's easier to send TikToks because, like, I don't know, like, you just keep scrolling up. But then for Twitter, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You
yeah.
get
But
what I
the
mean?
point is, you spend a lot of time on TikTok.
Yes, I do.
Okay. First of all, maybe somebody's listening and the person doesn't know what TikTok is. So I'm going to read from Investopedia. And Investopedia asking the question, what is TikTok? Okay. With over 2.5 billion installs, TikTok is a very valuable app. TikTok is a popular social media app that allows users to create, watch, and share 15-second. Now it's actually 3 minutes videos shot on cell phones. Now people even make it a movie. TikToks are
Mm-hmm.
like, with its personalized feeds of quirky short videos set to music and sound effects, the app is notable for its addictive quality. Yes, addictive quality and high levels of engagement. Amateur and professional creators alike can add effects like filters, background music, and stickers to their videos and can collaborate on content and create split screen duet videos even if they are in different locations. All right. So that's basically it. It's just for creators to show us what they've got. And it's actually very, very interesting if you think about it. So tell me what you like about TikTok, Jama.
The fact that you do not necessarily have to follow people to see their videos. Like, it's just
Mm-hmm.
on your FIP. And it's, pretty
Please, what
interesting.
talk to people who don't know
For
TikTok.
your page.
What does for your page mean?
It means things that show up on your page. So most of the things I actually search for are either things related to like babies or like funny stuff. So then because of that, you get similar videos which are usually very funny, and then the latest trends on TikTok, sounds and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty interesting watching people from other jurisdictions do like similar things, but then you just see the differences in them. It's funny. And sometimes like you can really relate, and then you're just like, oh wait, so it's not just you. Everybody or some people do think like this too. That's interesting. And you move on with your life.
Do
That's
you
it.
really move on?
Yeah,
Because
never.
because there are days that you just get up and you be like, I saw a TikTok one time. This is a TikTok. I saw a TikTok one time. This is like your sentence every single day.
Because there's so much information there. I mean, murder mystery. That's why I watch all of those. I read like things from Reddit. The
Okay.
interesting bits.
So now that brings me to my next question is, who are your favorite TikTokers, or what do you like to watch on TikTok?
Oh, so there's this young mother. I mean, she's like our age, right? She's 25, and she has a set of twins. So she got pregnant with a one night stand, and she's taking care of her twins. That's my favorite page, Mia Knight. And
Mia
I
who?
don't know, Knight, Knight. She's just
Mm.
interesting to watch. Like, she just makes videos of her kids playing or making bottles for them, and it's just pretty interesting to watch. It's just nice, like. So yeah, Mia Knight. Interesting because like she's really built a following for herself, and she's making money from the likes. She's never had less than a million likes or views, no, million views ever since she like became famous, and she's really making money out of it. So it's helping her. She travels with her kids. The kids are one right now, yeah. So it's nice watching her because like when she tells her story, it's pretty sad. She didn't really have a permanent job because like she literally have her own life by going to have a one night stand and getting pregnant and whatnot. But then like TikTok has really helped there. And so yeah, it's nice to watch it. So she's like that's my favorite TikTok page. I literally check there every day to see what's up. Like right before this self I was on her page
Oh
watching
yeah.
what's
So
new.
that brings me like, back to the point of addiction. Anyway, so yeah, Mia Knight. That's all.
Um there's this little girl, her name is Charlie. She's I think she's like 2 or 3. She's very eloquent and she's pretty smart. I also like her page. There's here along came Abby, this little girl whose siblings are like really old, so her parents had her pretty late, and she has an interesting perspective of life. And there are some other pages I can't remember. As I said, for TikTok you don't necessarily have to follow pages to be able to see interesting videos. So yeah.
So for me, the pages that I like to watch are, there's this guy, he's British, he's called Ahiz. I'm sure you know him. I
Of
just like
course.
his TikToks, first of all, because of the facial expressions that he makes when he
His
makes a
eyes.
video. His eyes, like, he can make a video, and then he usually does duets, like he's reacting to someone's video. And in the end, he goes like, "Woo," or something. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but unless
So
you
it
watch his
reminds you of
videos.
your Gliggly.
Hey, bliggly man. I do not have bliggly.
That's good information.
What I learned something from TikTok that mentioned it. What's it called? Is it anxiety tick? They said it's
So
an
check.
anxiety tick. Yeah, like, hello listeners, aren't you there sometimes? Like
No,
nothing has
Eyama,
touched
no,
you.
it's not
I'm
normal.
asking them. Aren't you there sometimes? Something has touched you. Like, you're just sitting there in class.
Let's
Then
ask
you
KK.
just be there. Then electricity will pass through your body. Then you
Hey,
do. It hasn't happened to you before. If it has, please let me know in the comments. So yeah. So it happens. Okay. So yeah, that guy is very funny. And then there's Joda. Joda is Ghanaian. And I first established her.
hey.
Discovered. I discovered her when she made a TikTok. Are you from Ghana? She says Ghana, Ghana, Ghana,
Ghana,
Ghana.
Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell. And then I've forgotten this guy's name too, but he does this thing where he goes in public and he says, "I thought that was you." And he's talking to complete strangers. He doesn't know them. And he's secretly filming and he's like, "I thought that was you, Sister Mary, from that church. From, you know me. It's me." Then some of them will be like, "Oh yeah, how have you been?" Some of them will be like, "I don't know you. I don't know you. Please." That one too, he's funny. And oh, do you remember this Ghanaian too he's not ill here. He's American, but he has moved to Ghana.
Yeah.
He's in
Oh, I
Kumasi.
just watched his video. He just bought yam. He bought 2 kinds of yam. He was just rating them.
Yes, I think his name is Saho something. He's also very interesting. He moved to Ghana, like, is it last year or something? He has a podcast. I like to listen to his podcast as well. Yeah, so that's also another person. What does Tay Diggs do on his TikTok?
Who?
Tay Diggs. Do you know Tay Diggs?
No.
Oh, the actor. Brown Sugar.
Maybe I've seen videos, but I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, he too is interesting. So yeah. So now then, what are the weirdest stories you've heard from TikTok? Because I know people
Do you
share
really
weird
want to
things.
go this like go down this lane? Hey. Like, yesterday, one thing I saw about some confessions. You see the thing I sent you, and I said don't go to the page.
I didn't go. Don't worry. I'm not one to be adventurous.
I don't even know why I was going. Like I don't know what I was looking for, honestly. It's actually been I was scared. You how oh my god. Why are people the way that they are, honestly speaking? Like what will
Hey,
make you
you're going
like
through so many emotions.
I don't even know how do you find your grandfather so attractive, right? That you go and create a Facebook page and start to text him and be sending you pictures and whatnot.
Your grandfather.
Yeah. I just know the person is not black. I definitely know it's not a black person. I said what I said. I said what I said. It's definitely not a black person.
I accept everybody in this world. Thank you.
But yeah, like that was the latest weirdest story I ever. Hey, that's the
You've heard
latest.
from TikTok.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that's the latest one. I'm trying to recollect and try to remember any weird ones that I
Well, this
particularly
story
found.
I don't think is weird, but it's just something I remember. Somebody was complaining about her friend who like her she was going to um she was going to have a party, a birthday dinner or something, and her friend said, "Oh, she can't afford it."
I remember that one.
Yeah, her friend said she can't afford it, and she just like, "Oh, let's go. Like once we are there, yeah, everybody will eat. So you there, let's go." So she gets there. You know you don't have money. So won't you order like something small because someone else come to pay for you? Then she orders the most expensive things on the menu. So like that's also something I remember because like, hey, if me I've taken you somewhere, why are you going to collect bake? And then there are murder mystery stories too.
Yep, interesting
Some
one.
or you've seen or I've seen this was actually a TikTok where they say when people are watching real scary movies, they fall asleep. They are so scared. Well, not people, women. They are so scared. But when they are watching true crime drama, then they're falling asleep to it because it's something that relaxes them. That's true. Because I listen to true crime podcasts. Sometimes I fall asleep listening to them. So then the murder mysteries you've been listening or watching on TikTok, which one do you remember? And share with us.
My favorite one is the. I think I
Can
told
you
you about
imagine?
it.
She has a favorite murder.
The little girl who killed her friend because she created a podcast or something about the school, and her friend used to post hate comments there. And anytime she addresses it, her friend is like, "Oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke." So this is a child who was like really, really intelligent. She had like a really high IQ, and she had a favorite movie that she used to watch. And in the movie, the antagonist killed someone with this little. Do you remember the pencil sharpener kind of thing that like you drag? It's like a knife, but you can DB. I forgot. Anyways, back in government school, that's what the teachers used to sharpen our pencils for us. Yeah, so the knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those little knives that's like you have to drag up and use to sharpen your pencils. Back then, I mean, like our teachers used to sharpen our pencils for us. But you are DB, so you can't relate.
What do you mean? We went to
Anyways,
the same school.
hey, I was elsewhere before I came. So um I think yes, as the girl used to ask her friend to stop all the time, my friend wasn't stopping. She kept on saying this is a joke, you can't take a joke and things. So one time during break, no, it wasn't break. The girl left her classroom one time and called her friend to come to another classroom, an empty classroom with her. So her friend goes and then she asks her friend, she confronts her friend again, and her friend tries to, gaslight her. And so this girl had one of those sharp tools in her pocket, takes it and stabs her friend like a lot of times.
Hmm.
And so like she's covered now. The little girl is covered in blood. And she just walks out of the classroom and walks straight to her classroom. And
With the blood.
yep, the teacher sees her and
Hmm.
the teacher gets worried, like, "You, are you hurt? Is everything all right?" And then she tells her that like her friend is in the other room. And then they find out that okay, she's the one who killed her. She says yeah, she's the one who killed her. They ask her why, and she tells them why. So according to the one narrating the story, her perception is that the little girl was like she was too intelligent. She was probably like psycho because she had lost touch with her feelings and things. Because why would you just stab someone like that? Anyway, they took
Hmm.
her to the juvenile center. She was released in like 2020, so she's living under a different name. She's still well, according to sources. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's my favorite one.
Can you imagine?
I find it very interesting because if I was the one with such an IQ and I was going to kill somebody, I'd probably like plan better, taking an extra shirt, plan for everything because it happened a long time ago when cameras were not really around schools and things. So she could have easily gotten away with it had she planned better. But like,
So like you
like
wanted her to get away with it.
oh yes, pretty much. Like why you come to bully me, man?
Hey,
I think she
police.
could have. I really think she could have gotten away with it.
Nobody should get away with murder. Thank you. You are going
So
to
what
be
you
a
did
lawyer
there?
for crying out loud.
Oh, what's your point? Is it me that killed her?
Okay, so now let's get to the music part of TikTok. Because if you people have noticed, right, like TikTok has a lot of, well, plays a big part in the promotion of music, promotion of songs. So if you hear this sound on TikTok a lot, people making dances with it, people making skits with it and all of that. Do you think, I don't even know, are you an expert? Yes, you're an expert. As an addict, you're an expert. So how do you think the music business or TikTok is affecting the music business?
How do I think it's affecting music?
How?
I don't know how, but I think just as you said, it really does play like a huge role. I mean, through TikTok, right? People like Charlie Puth and Gail, you know Gail, right? Have been able to like, yeah, A B
Who's
C
Gil?
D E F U N M R, yeah. Like they actually promote their songs there, and that's where A B C D E F U came from, like through TikTok. And what's the name of the song that's trending right now? Of course, I fucked up.
Kweku the Traveler.
Yes, like I mean, it's really helped really go like, because TikTok is not just Ghana; it's like worldwide, right? And because of the trends and hashtags and whatnot, it pushes the songs. It goes all over the country to other countries. Now it's like world. So yeah, so it really, really, really pushes
the song "Touch It" by Kiddy 2. TikTok helped,
that's true.
pushed it
I
a
mean,
lot,
like
I think.
when you do dance trends and people hop on it and whatnot too.
Yeah.
It also helps.
Have you participated in a dance trend before?
So yeah, so when I was like 5 years, right?
Anyway, so we're about to play a game. Game time. Woo! Everybody say woo!
Woo!
That was an interesting sound. Anyway, mention 5 TikTok sounds from this year only. Go.
Oh my god, man! You almost touched the cheese touch. The what? That's one. 2. What's the name? Doja Cat song. Oh. Logical thinking is just something that you lack. So what you even there for? The third one. Ain't so pretty in the face, but she's super thick. I was thinking my shit dumb. So yeah, that's 3, right? 4. Of course I fucked up. Yeah. 5. Major bag alert, major bag alert, bag alert. That's 5. Very easy.
What year did Material Girl come out?
Is it early last year? It started last year. Material Girl.
As for me, I know local sounds. So for me, I know. Okay, another dance move. This one is called one legged. One legged, and then I know when African mothers eat your food, they'll be like, it's very nice. It's very nice, but next time reduce the salt a bit. Reduce a bit. Is there some more? Bring.
Who else will eat this nasty food?
Oh yes, I have to eat this. Who else eat this nasty food? Like I mentioned Joe that she's one of my favorite TikTokers. What else? What else? What else? Me cried if I tried, I wouldn't remember. Okay, so then mention your favorite TikTok sounds.
The Doja Cat one,
Mm-hmm.
the cheese touch one.
What was
Eh,
happening with the teach?
it's from Den of a Wimpy Kid.
Ah,
It's one of the, and you know, like, some people on TikTok like sample things, so it's just like a fast version of the actual thing. So that's when the kid from, I don't mean to be racist, but the Indian kid from Jesse, what's his name?
how is
Cameron's
that?
friend.
If you're mentioning somebody
I was
from
going
where?
to say something else, but I was like, oh, what's his name?
Who?
I was going to say Raj, but that's not his name. That's why I said I don't want to be. I don't want to be racist. Oh, Cameron's friend from Jesse. Hey, Jesse.
Gupta.
The Indian guy. No, the Indian boy.
I've forgotten his name.
Yeah,
Just
he's the
bad
one.
person I can remember.
You see what I was going to call him, Raj? So yeah, him. He's the one who said it. It was like some kids were going to touch an old cheese line in their basketball court, and he was like, "Good God, man, he almost got a cheese touch." And then they were like, "What?" Then he explained that so long nobody knows how the cheese got there, but then it's like a long time ago, some kid came to touch it, and immediately he touched it. Everybody isolated from him. So when he realized that everybody had isolated themselves, he went to touch someone else, and then it kept on going until the last person who touched the last person was no, the last person got touched was a student from outside. So he went with a quote unquote case. So if the other kids touch it, then they're going to be isolated like that first kid. So yeah, that's it.
I see.
You're
Isn't it?
welcome. So yeah, that's like my favorite. And
Good God, man! You almost got the cheese touch. The what? The cheese touch. Nobody knows when or how, but one day that cheese mysteriously appeared on the blacktop. Nobody knew who it belonged to. Nobody touched it. Nobody threw it away.
then you already know my next favorite.
Which is what?
And so pretty in the face, but she's super thick.
Okay, thank you.
And then the next, you know my favorite dance one.
What's your favorite dancer?
Oh,
Oh,
I
talk
just hate
about this
it.
one too.
I don't know why, but I just like the way I don't know, the guy danced. It was just nice for me.
So she keeps posting this video,
It doesn't
and,
matter.
and the song is and I'm like, what's so interesting about this? She says, oh,
It's like the song. First of all, the song is actually a really nice song. I actually listened to it. I had to even add it to my playlist because it's a great song. That's one. And secondly, the dance was just nice. Like I don't know, something about how he was dancing was just nice. I like the way he moves his waist and his hand, the hand gestures. It's just nice for me. Maybe because I don't know how to dance. That's why.
we know this.
Maybe that's why, but it's really nice.
All right. So why don't you, if you like TikTok so much, and I've seen a couple of your TikToks as well personally, why don't you become a TikToker yourself so that you become famous and get money so that we'll all be rich?
It's because of my line of profession I have chosen in life. I
What
don't
is
want a case
why
where
did that stop you?
because I don't want a case where I'm going to sit on the bench and then someone will say, "Hey, come and see this." No, not at all. We are going in with full serious mood. So,
But aren't there serious lawyers on TikTok?
oh, that's why I said judge sit on the bench. So it's not just the lawyer that's the stop. It's the next step that I'm thinking of. You know.
Have you seen any judge from any jurisdiction on TikTok before?
No, absolutely not. Lawyers, yes, I have. There's one lawyer that I've frequently been seeing. He's just been advising like people on what to do in case they're arrested and whatnot. But like I've never really seen them like quote unquote like fool before. But for judge, for judges. Nah, I don't even think you're allowed to.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a boring life then.
Well, it's not like I'm living any interesting one right now. So,
Okay. So now that I know that we have established that you go there about a quadrillion times a day, what would you do if one day you came home and then you try to open TikTok and they're telling you that, well, sorry, TikTok is no longer available in the whole world? What will you do?
kill John Lennon. Kill John Lennon. That's also another TikTok.
That's
sound,
another
so,
TikTok, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay.
obviously. I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably get over it, but I don't know, honestly. I don't know. But I don't think I'm addicted. I just think that's like very interesting. I think it's the most interesting.
But you know what
app,
addicts
honestly.
usually say?
Yes, they are not addicted. Yes, yes. That's
So
what they
I'm going
really
to read
say.
something else from Investopedia about TikTok. And this is about TikTok's user base, right? It says TikTok is one of the world's most popular social media apps and is available in more than 150 markets and 75 languages. The app hit close to 2 billion downloads in March 2020. Do you know why?
Yes, COVID. I know I was home.
Yes. And those times, the around lockdown, there were so many TikTok challenges. Because one that you pass the makeup brush to somebody,
Yeah.
you change your look. Oh, those
Don't
ones.
rush.
Don't rush. Yeah, so the boys did it, the girls did it.
And then there was also Sisa.
Sisa.
Yeah.
Afema.
Sisa. Yeah.
Oh, there are so many. And Bob Daddy.
And then there was Meg Thee Stallion song. Oh.
What? Is it Savage?
Yes, Savage.
I'm a savage. Yeah. Oh,
Classic.
Savage was like 2019.
No, during COVID lockdown.
It
I
came
remember
back.
very well. Yes, I remember very well because that's when I learned it.
Oh, I've remembered one TikTok sound that I like as well.
You remember they are acting like you know who.
Hey. I try to remember the beginning of it. She says, "You own the person is an HR representative, and she's talking to her employee, one of the employees, and she's like, you said, and you only got this job because of your father, and then something like that. And then she's like, yeah, I said that. Oh, I can't remember it well, but it was nice. She's called Miss Savage anyway, because she said Savage. I remember that. Anyway, so the app hit close to 2 billion downloads in March 2020, with 104.7 million downloads alone as of January 2020, according to market analyst Sensor Tower. So here's a breakdown of some of the app's most notable demographics. 69% of users are between 13 and 24. 60% are female. Why are you laughing?
I tell you, people are bored.
Its users spend an average of 46 minutes per day on it. Not my friend. A quarter of the downloads come from India, with more than 200 million active users. Usage in Thailand is increasing, with 1 in 7 people downloading the app. About 96 million downloads are from the US. Okay, so that's that. Have you seen people who are our parents' ages being TikTokers? Because I have.
Yes.
I've seen grown people use TikTok, and they actually teach you. I've seen one woman who teaches you how to use TikTok, and she's very grown. Usually, you think that TikTok is for Gen Z.
I follow one of those old people, and she's an English teacher, so I like her.
All right. Do you know any black TikTokers that you want people to watch? Let's promote black business.
Black TikTok. As I said, I hardly follow. Let me think. Nah, I don't.
Hey. So this is basically the end of our TikTok chat. We can't make it long. Who wants to listen to 1 hour or more about TikTok? So let me do my conclusion. All right. So basically, this is what we wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about because I realized for like the last 2 or 3 years, it's been it's been sending. She's been sending TikTok. But she's been sending TikToks to me and referring to life as TikTok. And the funny thing is, the title of this episode, she said it to me because she said something, a sentence to me, and I didn't understand it. And I was like, is that a TikTok? And she said, everything is not a TikTok. And I said, that's going to be the topic. But actually, everything is a TikTok to her because she makes a lot of reference to it. So that's been the episode today. We talked about actually TikTok. I forgot to say that TikTok used to be called Musically, and it changed to TikTok. Now, first I was confused, and I was like, it's nice too. So it's called. We talked about TikTok. Why she's addicted to TikTok, even though she says she isn't. Her favorite TikTok is weirdest stories she's heard. She told us about the somebody trying to catfish her own grandfather, and how TikTok sounds affects the music business. Our favorite TikTok is the crime stories, and a whole lot more. The next time, if I have access, I will actually speak to a real TikToker to tell me about the business and how people are actually making money from it, because people are making money from it. But what do we do with our lives? Nothing. Okay, Gyamaa, anything to say to the fans? Any shout outs to give?
So,
Sensible shout outs, dear.
first of all, I'd like to thank God Almighty. In fact, let us pray. Then I'd like to thank my parents and shout out to all my family and friends out there and fans. Those have been
Which
supporting.
fans?
Those who have been supporting my career choices in life. I'd like to say hi to. Oh, today is Jeffrey's birthday. So Jeffrey, happy birthday.
You won't
KK,
listen
happy
to it. It won't
belated.
come out today.
KK, happy belated birthday. I know you're not listening to this, but I've done my part because this is like a radio station. I've wished you. And thank you all for listening. Send money. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ayobua Speaks Literally with Gyamaa Owusu, aka Azula, aka HRHWYXZYSTS. And the episode was called, or is called, Everything is Not a
Everything is
TikTok.
not a TikTok.
Yes. Yes, but it actually is to Gyamaa. And and is sponsored by Anchor, the easiest way to make a podcast. So I'll join you again some other time. In the meantime, you can listen to old episodes. They are really nice, I think, in my opinion. Gyamaa, which one is your favorite episode so far?
The one with me in it, the first one.
Of course. Because after that, you didn't hear anything else.
Oh, that's such a lie. I listened to the Arsenal one. I listened to, I think, your second one with the one that I said, no, that was your first one. The one that you betrayed me. I was supposed to go first, but you let some other people go first.
When?
Oh, you see, I don't forget. This mind doesn't forget things. I remember all betrayals. You don't appreciate me, and I blame myself.
We thank you so much for your
Because
support.
I'm your only friend. That's why. That's why I'm still here. I'm here for you.
Wow. Shout outs to Maureen and Selassie and Maria and Ted and Nana Kojo,
Your 5 friends.
my 5 friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, since you liked what you heard, I know you liked it. Don't lie. Please subscribe to this podcast and share with your friends. I'll be back
Please
some other
subscribe.
time.
We've not eaten. Did they give you
That's
money
true.
from this?
We need money. If we get more listeners, we get money.
Please subscribe. We need money.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
Okay. So we are going to leave you here and we'll go back to our studies.
Eh?
Hey, now one person will see her there.
Good night.
Good night or good morning or whichever time you are listening to it. Thank you for listening to Ayuba Speaks Literally.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Minkati. Eh?
Bye.
Real. Should I cut?
I'll end it. Thank you for listening to Ayuba Speaks Literally. Na 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 na.